You know, they always talk about emperors, cannons, and walls crumbling like bad bread. But nobody ever asks what it was like for the guy who just had to keep the incense burning while the world ended. My name's Elias, or at least that's what they call me when they bother remembering. I'm a minor eunuch in the great palace of Constantinople, April 1453, if the dates on the fancy calendar still matter. My job? Light incense in the lesser chapels, fetch robes that are too heavy for my stick arms, and pretend I don't hear the whispers. They say eunuchs are trustworthy. What they mean is we're too broken to start dynasties, so we get to stand in corners watching everyone else ruin everything. This morning started like any other. Dawn prayers in the Blackerneye Quarter. The emperor, Constantine the 11th, may his beard stay majestic, looked tired. Not I need a nap tired, more like the walls are cracking and my coffee's cold tired. I was in the antechamber, waving a fan made of peacock feathers that smelled faintly of mothballs. One wrong flick and the thing shed all over his purple robe. He glared. I bowed so low my forehead hit the marble. Marbles cold in April, noted for future reference. By mid-morning, rumors were thicker than the incense smoke. Ottoman scouts spotted outside the Theodosian walls. Mehmed II, 21, ambitious, owns cannons bigger than my dignity, has his army camped like it's a picnic. The servants in the palace buzz like flies. The Sultan will breach the walls. No, the Virgin will save us. Me? I just try not to drop the golden basin when washing the emperor's hands. Spoiler? I drop it. Water everywhere. A nobleman slips. Curses in 3 languages. I get blamed. Classic. Lunch was optimistic. Bread, olives, a bit of cheese that tasted like regret. We ate in the servants' hall, whispering. One of the higher eunuchs, let's call him Important Beard, since he still has connections, says the emperor is sending desperate letters to Venice and Genoa. Help is coming, he claims. I nod politely. Help's always coming until it doesn't. Last time the West sent ships, they sacked the city themselves in 1204. History's got a sense of humor. Afternoon duty. Guarding a side door near the Porphyrogenus Palace. Boring. I count cracks in the wall instead of sheep. There are more cracks every day. Then, boom! Distant thunder? No, cannons. Urban's monster bombard, they call it. Fires stones the size of oxen. The ground shakes. Dust falls from the ceiling like bad snow. I sneeze. The incense stick falls out of my hand, rolls under a curtain. Small fire starts. I stamp it out with my sandal. Singed foot. Great. Evening comes. The palace is buzzing louder. Guards rush past with spears. Ladies of the court clutch icons. I overhear 2 Varangian guards, big Scandinavians who look like they eat bears for breakfast, grumbling about pay. Even mercenaries are worried. Me? I'm worried about tomorrow's incense order. We're low on frankincense. If the city falls, who's going to complain about the smell? Night falls. I sneak to a high balcony. Risky, but the view's worth it. The golden horn glitters under moonlight. Ottoman campfires stretch forever, like stars that hate us. Another cannon shot, closer this time. A tile falls from the roof, misses my head by inches. I duck, arms windmill. Classic Elias move. Back in my tiny cell, more cupboard than room, I lie on the mat, wondering, why me? Why stick around for the end of an empire that's lasted 1,000 years? Because running would mean admitting defeat early. And honestly, where would I go? Back to whatever village sold me as a boy? No thanks. They say the end comes on May 29th, a Tuesday. Prophecies love Tuesdays. Me? I'll be here, lighting one last stick of incense, probably dropping it, probably starting a fire that burns the whole palace down before the Turks do. If history remembers anyone from the fall, it'll be the emperor dying on the wall, sword in hand. Me? I'll be the footnote who tripped over his own robes while history happened. But hey, at least the incense will smell nice while it all burns.